Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm a boutique owner. My name is Kate and I'm in my second boutique storefront. If you guys have been following along, I just opened this storefront like a week and a half ago. And let me just tell you, it has been absolutely amazing so far. And I just want to take like the knowledge and what I've learned from opening this store and tell you guys all about it. So I have to start off by talking about my marketing strategy for this boutique, how I had a line out the door down the entire block on our grand opening day in a city where I knew nobody and had no idea like who would be my customers here and who would show up. So I'm gonna tell you how I did that today. Okay, this is maybe a little bit of a better angle, I'm not sure. I'm actually in my store alone right now, and no customers are in here. It is definitely gonna be, I feel like, a slow day. It's like right after Labor Day, and the holiday, like after holidays are always kind of slow, so it's just me. I figured I would take this time. But if you see me like looking up like this, it's because I'm making sure no customers are coming in. Well, let's back up to the fact that I'm actually from the middle of nowhere, Pennsylvania. And when I first started my boutique, like 6.5 years ago, I actually moved to Florida simultaneously. I have my whole background story in another vlog. But during that time, I was not only trying to reach anyone and everyone online, I was also trying to grow my boutique in a city where I didn't know anybody. So if you're starting a store out or a brand or anything that you could sell in person, I feel like it would be a little bit easier doing it in a town where you're from, where you could, you know, market to the people around you in person and online. So obviously I was doing that online, marketing to my friends and family from Pennsylvania. But it would have been awesome if I was able to do like little pop-up shops, pop up here and there. I feel like if I were starting it in my hometown, I would have more quickly opened a brick and mortar store, because I would have been like, oh yeah, like a ton of people that I know are gonna come into my brick and mortar store. And so the misconception I had when I moved to Sarasota was that I didn't want to open a brick and mortar store because I didn't have any customers in Sarasota. And when we opened our first brick and mortar store, it was not in a good location. And I knew this, like when we signed the lease, I absolutely knew it wasn't in a good location. So I knew that there for sure wasn't gonna be like a line out the door, right? And I also didn't even try to promote the storefront too much to people online because I didn't think that anyone would actually ever even come, because they didn't, I just felt like they weren't gonna wanna come. I don't know. Anyways, moving on from that. And so when I opened another, like not that I opened the second storefront, but when we moved our storefront to a mall with a lot of traffic, foot traffic and stuff like that, you know, I figured I don't have to promote my storefront now because all these people are coming into my storefront while they're in the mall and just kind of stumbling upon us. And so when I opened this store, it was a whole new game for me. I knew that we're in a good downtown like area. So if anyone is from St. Pete watching this, we're like 2 or 3 blocks away from like Beach Ave. The Sundial is right across the street from us, and we are like right downtown, but we're not on Central where there's like a ton of boutiques one after another. On this street, there's a restaurant right next to us that's newer, on both sides actually of us, and then there is a bathing suit shop on our street as well, which I'm looking out the window right now, like every few minutes someone walks by, and you know, so I knew that it wasn't going to be something where people are going to like constantly be coming in the door because they saw us. This block is pretty busy like at night and stuff like that. On the weekends, there's tons of people walking by, so definitely people will see us from there as well. But I knew I had to have a really big social media strategy if I was going to open in this store. So I would say this location is fairly decent, but you also still need to market yourself. So I was ready to like take that leap. I knew I was doing something that I knew I was gonna have to do something I never did before to get people in the door. And originally I was gonna do a soft opening and then I was going to do a grand opening. But as time went on opening this store, I realized that it was gonna be taking a little bit longer, like it was taking longer and longer to open. So I decided let's just do a grand opening then, because I feel like I really wanted to like hype the grand opening up. So my first idea for our grand opening was, and just marketing in general, I knew I wanted to go to Instagram. I knew that my target market for this store was going to be on Instagram. It's girls my age, like early 20s, early 30s. I knew that's what the majority of downtown St. Pete was going to be like. And that's who I wanted to market to. And I know those girls are on Instagram. Yes, they're on TikTok, but I felt like I could reach them more specifically on Instagram, like location wise on Instagram. So I thought, why not do a campaign, a giveaway, but I knew that if I was gonna do a giveaway, it would have to be really, really freaking good, right? Because you see giveaways all the time on Instagram. You see, oh, $50 gift card, $100 gift card. And honestly, I feel like a lot of people just scroll past those. I knew it had to be something big. And yes, this is going to take a little bit of a marketing budget to do. But I just knew it was gonna be worth it. So I decided to do free clothes for a year. So what that entails was I'm going to give somebody a $100 gift card every single month for an entire year, for 12 months. So I would give it each month. So that way it wasn't like a huge chunk immediately, but I would give them a gift card so they would have $100 basically to spend each month in our store. And I just felt like that's $1,200 worth of clothes, worth of gift cards. That's probably $500 worth of cost for me, give or take, I don't know, depending on what they buy and everything like that. However, I just felt like free clothes for a year sounded a heck of a lot better than, you know, a gift card amount or something like that. And I'm so sorry, I'm missing a nail. These are press-ons. I'm getting them done soon. Okay, so I had that idea. And the other thing I wanted to do was not only spread the word, but I wanted to collect customer information. That's really, really hard if you're just having someone like tag a friend and like share on social media, because you're not really getting information besides for the fact that they're following you on social media. So I wanted their phone number, I wanted their email, I wanted to know if they were in St. Pete or not, because that's the other thing. I wanted to do it like kind of location based, like I kind of only wanted people in St. Pete to be able to enter, but then at the same time I was like, there's no way I can do that. I can't just be like, oh, you have to be in St. Pete to enter, because then a lot of because I didn't have any current customers in St. Pete, so it would essentially, I feel like, gain like no traction at first, because the people who were already following us like most likely were not in St. Pete. So I opened it up to everyone. However, as you can see in the graphic that I have up here, that I did say St. Pete win free clothes for a year. But in the caption, it says like you could be anywhere to enter. So what I had them do was tag 2 friends. I'll put exactly what I had them do here. But one of the biggest things they had to do, and I was a little bit nervous about this, was they had to fill out a form that asked them a number of questions. So I'll go through the form. I made this form on Google Forms. I'm a big Google Forms girl. I don't know why, I love it. I'm just like, I love doing everything on Google. So I made a Google Forms and I decided to ask them some questions, and I did link this form up on our Instagram page. So all they had to do was click on our bio. It was in the link in our bio, enter the giveaway. And when they went ahead and entered the giveaway, or when they went ahead and filled this out, and also paid attention to the rules on the Instagram giveaway, then they were entered. So I was really nervous to do this form because I felt like, is this asking too much? You know, because like, you know, when like you go to like enter something, you're like, oh my God, I want to enter to win this, right? Like, why not? And then it asks you like a bajillion questions and you're like, nope, not worth it, because like I'm probably not going to win anyways. That's what I was afraid of. But I did it. And I took a chance. I took lots of little risky things that my like self-conscious person in my head didn't want to do. And so it says win free clothes, or Vogue Society free clothes for a year, Vogue Society Boutique. So I wanted to write a little bit about us, because every single person who was going to be clicking on this form was most likely going to read or like at least glance over what I had to say. So Vogue Society Boutique is a mother-daughter owned business out of Sarasota, Florida. We have a storefront in the UTC Mall and online store, VogueSocietyBoutique.com. We're opening a second store location in downtown St. Petersburg. Address of the new location, I put the address on it. Grand opening date, August 26th, 2023 at 10 a.m. First 15 people in line will receive a VIP bag filled with goodies and a VSB card ranging from $100 or $10 to $100. And when I first wrote this, because like I kind of did this like in the order I'm telling you. At first I was like, okay, I want to do a free clothes for giveaway or free clothes for a year giveaway. Okay. I think I'm going to do a Google Forms on this. So let me create the Google Forms. So I'm doing this, like this is like the order of thoughts that I had as I'm doing this. So when I'm writing this, I was like, okay, all these people who are gonna click on this, I really, really want them to know about our grand opening date. And I really want the grand opening to just be like a huge event. I wanna hype it up so much, hype it up more than any other event I've ever done, any other live sale, any other sale I've ever done before, bigger than Black Friday, all that stuff. So I wanted it to make it sound exclusive. So I did write the first 15 people in line will receive a VIP bag filled with goodies. So I was so nervous, you guys, to write first 15 people in line. In my 6.5 years of being open, over 6 years, whatever, have never had a line outside because I've never said anyone who's in line is gonna get something. And again, my own fault because like I said, backstory, I never thought enough like local people were following us enough to actually follow us online, show up to a certain event that I asked them to show up to. I never thought I was like worthy enough. I think this is like some self-work I had to do, but I was always too afraid to write first people in line because I was afraid no one would show up in line. However, I'm now realizing that the reason why I've never had a line before was because I've never said be in line. People aren't going to wait in line for something if you tell them that if you don't tell them there's gonna be like a line, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like, yes, you could say like the first like hour of like a sale or something, that's a little bit different. First hour of a sale, if people want to show up like sooner or like while supplies last, something like that might create a line as well. But if not, I feel like, you say, oh, it starts at 10 a.m. In their head, they're like, okay, yeah, like I'll show up around, 10, 11, whatever. But in this case, I wanted to be like, okay, if you're in line, first 15 people in line, so that in their head, they're psychologically thinking there's going to be a line. I want to be the first 15 people in line. And I had no idea, you guys, how this is going to go. Again, I knew nobody in this city. We're 45 minutes to an hour away from where my current store is. And so I didn't think any of my current customers from Sarasota were going to like even drive up for this either. So I thought maybe if anyone was going to show up, it would be them. So anyways, back to the form. I said, must complete the instructions on our Instagram post to win. Winner will receive a $100 gift card every month for the next 12 months. So as I said, it's open to anyone in the USA, but if you know anyone in the St. Pete area or if you are Sarasota customers, please help us spread the word to your St. Pete friends. And we hope to see you at the new location, XOXO Kate and Sharon. So I did a few things here. I did open it up to everybody, but I really did say that the purpose of this giveaway was to spread the word in St. Pete. And another thing that I've learned is, especially coming from being a small business owner, and you guys know this, if you're a small business owner, you always feel like you have to prove yourself to people. You have to prove that you're bigger than what people think. You have to prove that you're more successful than what people might think of you, And you're always like on a journey to like prove to people that you're worth it and you're gonna make it. But what I've learned is that it's okay to ask for people for help. And it's okay to ask for people to come out and support you or to help spread the word. And this is why we're doing this sale, or this is why we're doing this promotion or giveaway or whatever it is. And I think that was like a really good thing that I did. I asked the community to help spread the word. I said, I'm so excited to be a part of this community. Please help me spread the word about our new store. And I really do think that made a huge, huge difference. So let's go through the form. This is, okay, so I asked them for their email, their first and last name, their phone number. Very, very simple. However, I wanted their email and their phone number to put on our marketing list, to put in our text message list, to put in our emailing list for our marketing. Then I asked a simple question: where do you live? Do you live in St. Pete, where I have this new store? Do you live in Sarasota, where we have our current store? Or are you just not local, which is totally fine as well. Just asked, where do they live? I wanted to know who was seeing this giveaway. I wanted to know how many people who were local to St. Pete were actually the people who were filling this out and may or may not shop in this store. I also wanted to see the people in Sarasota, are they going to like come up to St. Pete, shop in the store, or like who out of my current customers is the ones filling this out. So I also asked, do you plan on attending our grand opening on August 26th? Very specific. I put the date. I also said, do you plan on attending? Because if they're gonna say, no, I don't plan on attending, that's fine, whatever. Like I put 3 options. I'll be there. I'm local, but sadly cannot make it, or I don't live nearby. I wanted to make sure that people who didn't live nearby would, like, I wanted to know whether people who lived locally planned on coming or like couldn't make it, versus the people who just like literally couldn't come because they're not obviously going to fly to Florida to come to my grand opening, although that would be pretty cool. So, but I also, what I want to do, another psychology thing here, okay, I did go to school for marketing, but like, I feel like I'm not sure what I learned, you know? I feel like you like learn things in college and you're like, maybe I did learn these things, but like, I don't remember. But anyways, this is psychology, because marketing is all about getting into people's brains. I wanted to say, I'll be there, because if they're saying they're going to be there, that's like a commitment. And yes, that doesn't actually commit them. It's not like they're gonna get fined or in trouble or something like that if they don't come, but in their mind, they're like committing, like, you know what? I am gonna go on August 26th. So I did wanna put that there. I will be there, okay? And then last question, I just said, I understand by filling out this survey that my email and phone number will be put into Vogue Society Boutiques marketing platforms to receive emails and text messages from them, because I wanted their consent. You do have to get legal consent to put people on your list. So yes or no, I don't want to be added, don't enter me into the sweepstakes, because I do want to get their consent, but at the same time, like, that's the whole purpose of me running this giveaway. So like, if you're not going to give my consent, then like, you're not entering into the giveaway. I think like 3 people literally put that, and I'm like, okay, like, why would you even put that if you didn't want to enter the sweepstakes? But anyways, moving on to the giveaway itself. So on Instagram, we had traction a little bit immediately, and I also boosted the post. I'm not a big like booster of posts on Instagram per se. Like, I feel like I don't really know if, like, I was never really a big believer if they worked or not. However, I will say, boost the dang post if you're doing a local giveaway. Okay, hi guys, it's me. I am editing this video right now, and I have to add in the fact that I don't know if I consent or advise you to boost a giveaway post on Instagram, because since I have done this, I went to my Facebook ads, which I was running Facebook ads for a while and then kind of like slowed down when we opened the store and whatnot. And then I went back to put some new Facebook ads up, and it said that my account was restricted because I didn't follow like some guidelines. And I don't know if it's from that post, but like, I've never boosted an Instagram post or a giveaway before, so I have a feeling maybe I broke the rules. But then I fixed it, because apparently now if you get verified or whatever and just pay the $15 a month, then you could run ads, and it immediately was like, okay, you're fine. So I don't know if I suggest it, don't know if I would do it again, but anyways, that's what I did. But I just want to let you guys know that not sure if that's the best idea, because it might be against the Facebook guidelines. I love this ad, free clothes for your sweepstakes. We had over 1,000 likes. Now I do have 15,000 followers on our boutique page. They're not the most like engaged audience, I will say. It is really, really hard to have, for me, I guess it could be easy for you, but for me, I've struggled to get an engaged audience on Instagram for boutiques, just because you want to be posting all the time, but not every one of those posts is always going to be like super engaging. So it is kind of tough, but we did get over 1,000 likes and over, let's see, almost 2,000 comments, which is so amazing. So the post itself did well. I ran the ad, St. Pete girls from like 18 to 65, just women within like 10 miles from this location, the store, from ages 18 to 65. Made it super simple. Did that. And then I pinned it to our profile. So it's pinned to our profile. That way too, if anyone else like posts about us, as soon as they clicked on our profile, that'd be the first thing that they saw. I also made a St. Pete highlight with an Instagram highlight of like the way that the giveaway works and all of that as well. And as far as how the giveaway went, so I just said the analytics on the post. However, the responses on the form, because that's how many people really entered the giveaway. You know, it wasn't 2,000 people that entered the giveaway because that was like 2,000 comments, but like they were like tagging a lot of friends. How many people actually entered the giveaway to win the free clothes? And the answer to that is 751 people. I got 751 people to fill out this Google form. I know that there's 3 ways that I got people to fill out this form. People saw us or found the giveaway. Number 1, word of mouth, easy, tag your friends. Number 2, because I boosted the Instagram post. Number 3 was a little account called St. Pete Rising, and I'm gonna give them a shout out right here. I know a lot of people aren't in St. Pete, but I just have to shout out this man because he is a saint. He has an Instagram account, St. Pete Rising. It has like almost 40,000 followers. People religiously in this town follow this account for new businesses that are coming up. He does not do promotions of like businesses or anything like that, which is probably why his page is so successful. He only posts one thing, and that one thing is new businesses. He posts new businesses, or if a business is moving. That's literally all he posts. There's so many small businesses here, so people love to follow that. I got so many people, you guys, so many people to find us through him. And so when he posted about us on, I want to say it was Thursday or Friday, and our grand opening was on Saturday. And so a lot of people, even like my mom's age, who are just on Instagram, or even if they don't follow on Instagram, they might follow him on Facebook. And it's like kind of like a blog too, because he wrote like a blog about us as well. So many people saw us from that. And so I know not every city is going to have something like that or something like as big as that, but definitely see if your city has something like that. It was free because he's amazing and he just does it for free out of the good of his heart. And like, it is a business. He does have other sponsors, but he does it for free. So if you, also it's like a really good business idea if you don't have something like that in your town. But if there is something in your town, reach out to them. Even if it's paid, I would do it. I would freaking do it. Because then all the people who saw that Instagram post on St. Pete Rising then clicked on our Instagram post, saw that the first thing was free clothes for a year, and entered the giveaway. So I think I had like an additional 150 entries from that day before the giveaway because of his post. So was at like 600, and then I got like up to 750. Then last but not least, when we did have our grand opening, because I also had a sign, I forgot to mention this, I don't think we got too many entries from this, but I did have a big poster board in our window with a QR code to the Instagram post, so that way it went right to the Instagram post. And then I didn't want to do it to the form because they still had to like enter on Instagram, but the QR code took them right to the Instagram post, and then from there they could enter the giveaway. And I had it on our window, and then the day that we opened, I had it on like a little easel outside with a balloon arch around it, so that worked out as well. So all that being said, that is how I got so many people to come, like that I didn't even know, that didn't know me, to come outside on our grand opening day. Because not only was the first 15 people in line, and I was giving away because some people were like, oh, well, you were giving free stuff away. Okay, yeah, that's true. But it doesn't matter. People, I feel like, yes, like I could tell like there were a few people that were there just for the little prize, you know, but the majority of those girls were spending way more than what I was giving them in that bag, because most of the gift cards were only $10. I think I will post what I put in the mystery bag on this TikTok right here, because I already have it made. So that's what I put in the VIP bags. And so yes, you could argue, oh, you were just giving things away. Yep, I was, but they were there and I was getting my money back from them. Okay, because they were spending a lot of money on top of the gift cards that they were also spending and stuff like that. But also, a lot of girls weren't just there for the free stuff. They knew me. They knew me because I also made sure to post ever since I put the giveaway up, and especially the week leading up to my grand opening, I was posting on Instagram and on TikTok every single day of a vlog of like getting ready to open the store, because I feel like, again, that's creating hype, that's creating some type of like, you know, people are wanting to know like, oh my gosh, like what's the store looking like what are the behind the scenes, and it's just creating excitement for that day. That's how I did it. I have never been so excited to share something in my business life with you guys, because it was such a success, and I still have people coming in, you know, all day telling me that that's where they saw me. I saw you doing the giveaway. I saw you on St. Pete Rising. I saw, like, I found you on Instagram. I found you on TikTok. So it has been very, very successful. I feel like my biggest piece of advice to give you if you are opening a new store, and this could also be for your online store too. If you're opening an online store, or doing a relaunch, or you could even do this for a sale. You could do this for your Black Friday sale. You could maybe shut down the website for 2 days and be like, you know, do the exact same formula, but be like, the first 15 people who check out will get, like, you know, like this big free gift, like a Stanley Cup in their bag or something like that, or in their order or something, you know what I mean? And you could still do that free clothes for a year, or a different variation of that as well. So just some food for thought. But like I said, my biggest piece of advice is to just, like, go for it, put yourself out there, make yourself, like, create the most excitement you possibly can, make yourself, like, feel like you're this big business doing this big thing, and people will follow. People will be like, you know what, wow, like, they're doing a lot, like, this is really exciting, like, I love following them, you know what I mean? So anyways, I really hope this video was helpful for you guys. I was so excited to share it with you. If you do find that this video is helpful, please subscribe, like this video, comment below, follow me on Instagram, follow my personal account too, because I post a lot of behind the scenes of business stuff there too. Well, I try to. And so I will try to post, let me know what you got, like what other advice that you guys want. But not all my videos are sit down like this. I do a lot of, like, vlog type videos and stuff as well. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I love you guys, and I will see you guys next time.